Hi guys, I've been designing some sketches and thought I'd have a little sketch series on my blog. If you like sketches like I do, I absolutely love starting with sketches. If you like working with sketches too, then please feel to play along with me. Probably won't be really regular with it, or just whenever I've done a sketch and a layout to match. I'll put it up on the blog, so it won't be like a weekly series every week or anything, but I'll do as many as I can. I'm just using up some old supplies at the moment. I've got a load of old kits that really need to be used, so I've pulled out these. This is an old basic grey paper out of print. I originally had another one to go with it, but I don't think it goes brilliantly. I also pulled out this print by Crepe Paper. I have these two sheets of card. So originally these two sheets of card and these two papers together with the other one, which I didn't think went particularly well, it was this one. I'm just not 100% sure on the colours. It's got a lot of extra colours in this side, and that's just a little bit too busy, I think, to go with this busy print. So I've put that to one side, but these ones originally went together. I've also pulled out these ones too. So this one is The Sweetest Thing by My Mind's Eye. I love that chevron print. This is one by Glitz. Cashmere Dame. I probably won't use the black and white side. I'll probably stick to the light turquoise side. And I've pulled out this teal speciality paper that I bought whilst on a recent trip to America from Michael's. It's a Recollections one, so it's the Michael's own, and this is very thick cardstock, and it has this wonderful glittery pattern all over it. So I thought that went quite well with those papers. So that's the papers I'm planning to use. I've also pulled out a couple of border stickers. So a really glittery border sticker by Teresa Collins, and this teal one that goes with it. I've pulled out a couple of washi tapes, silver stars, and turquoisey chevron. I've got these stars. These ones by Studio Calico. Some gems, they are by Kaiser Craft, and then some star-shaped gems again from my recent trip to America. I've also got some pretty paper clips and a flare badge there, all by 2Ps. And I pulled out a couple of journaling cards too. So I'm going to put all the embellishments to one side for a moment. And go back to my sketch. These little boxes I envisaged as 3x4 photos. I think actually they're probably slightly smaller on the sketch than 3x4 in real life, but that's what I've got here, so that's what I'm going to work with. And it's a Christmas. It's going to be a Christmas layout. So it has a dark border, so I'm going to stick with some dark card. And because I don't like wastage, I'm going to gut the middle of it. I normally go 1 inch in from each edge. So then I can use this piece of card later. I quite often gut my layouts because I don't like wastage, and I like, especially if this is a pattern paper, I would like to preserve the paper. If it's just card and I've got loads of that colour, then I would probably not gut the middle of it. However, this is my only sheet of this colour, and I might want to use it to mount my photos or incorporate into the layout. So I definitely wanted to keep it apart from the middle there. So now I'm left with a frame. And I was going to use this one as my background paper. So I'm going to trim that down and stick that on top of the frame that I've already made. I'll probably trim that down to about 11.5 inches, so I'm left with a 1/4 inch border all the way around. Okay, so that's going to be my background. I'm just going to line up my photos. So they are definitely a bit bigger than the amount of space it takes up on my sketch, but that's fine, I can live with that. My sketch has got this big piece in the background there and a strip along there. I think I'll add some pattern paper to that piece, but I think I'll also add these two 6x4 cards as well. Have like a million of them, so I want to get some used up. I think I will go for the chevron. So I know those cards aren't on the original sketch, but I think that I'm going to call that artistic license and probably add those in there. And layer my photos on top again to see what that would look like. No, I think I'd want them further down. Something like that maybe. And I need this strip that goes across the middle like this. I think I'm going to go green for that. Okay, I think it's going to look something like that. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of my papers and get all that stuck down. Okay, so now I've stuck all those layers down. I have this chevron piece in the background was 5.5 inches by 9 inches, and it didn't look quite right against the background. It got lost a bit in the background. The background's a bit too busy, even after I'd inked the edges. So I cut another piece of the dark teal cardstock that I used for the background, the bit that I gutted from the middle, and I've cut it to exactly the same size, so again 5.5 inches by 9, and I've just off mounted that, so it has a border there, but you can see that it's off mounted there and here and at the bottom, so it just shows up on the one corner, so it just gives the definition here, which is where I wanted it to show really. So I added that in, and then other than that, other than these two cards, I'm fairly close to the sketch. I've added the cards in, even though they're not on here, but I just felt that it needed a little bit of extra, and I wanted to use up some Project Life cards. So there's my strip across the middle, and I've added just this scallop silvery border across there. I've made it slightly longer than this piece here, mainly because on my sketch this line is quite close to this edge, and I haven't done that with this green piece, so I've done it with the silver instead. So just a bit extra there. My photos I have mounted onto a piece of sage green card. I was considering having them all in a block, but I decided that they needed a bit of separation. So my photos are all 3x4 inches, and my piece of card that I've mounted them onto is 4¼ high by, I think it's 9.5 inches long, and that just gives the little gaps in between the photos and gives me a good proportional border all the way around all the photos. So I'm going to add those to there. glitter everywhere. Those border strips were super glittery. Okay, so there's the bare bones of the layout. I'm going back to my sketch. I need to add a strip of something down the bottom here. I quite like to use more of this paper, so I have another strip that I've just cut. It's going to go along the bottom there. So that's 1/2 inch wide by 11.5 inches long. I think my tape gun needs oiling. Okay, so that's just going to sit across there like that. I've got this border sticker that I want to, or it's not a sticker, it's just a strip that I want to include. I think I'll have definitely a bit up here, and I think I might just put it, other than up here, I might put it in the other areas of embellishment, those through here. So instead of being there, I'm going to put this border strip at the top here. I might put a bit across here, and I think I'll use it for this long piece here. So let's see, if I cut it, it's 12 inches long, so if I cut it in half so it's 6, that can be my long piece at the bottom. Yep. And I think I'll have a few up there. That circle is now not very circular, so I might have to just cover up the end of it with something, but I think that will go up there, and then I'll repeat that here. So I just need to tidy up this border. Again, I think I might have to, the circles won't be particularly circular, so I think I'll have to cover up the ends somehow. But I think those can go like that. I quite like placement there. I think I added some washi tape. I've also used this silver glittery border. I've got some silver star washi tape, which I think will bring the silver together a bit more too. So I think I'll add that in the same 3 areas. Okay, so washi tape and border strips added. I think I'm going to go ahead and get my title and journaling down before I go any further with embellishing. Okay, so now I've got my journaling and my title down. My journaling ended up being really tiny because I had intended on having it all down here, but my pen wouldn't have shown up on this really busy background. So I'm really pleased I put the journaling cards in now because it gave me somewhere to write, but it doesn't show up brilliantly. But you can read it if you're looking at the layout in person. And my title consists of 2 different alphabet stickers, so they're Mini Market by October Afternoon, and these ones are silver glittery thickers. Wonderful, they're an Amy Tangerine set. So I've got my title and my journaling down, so now I can do the fun part and start doing some embellishing. So I showed you some of the embellishments I've got earlier. The main ones are this flare badge, and I've got these 2 paper clips here. So I'm thinking that my little badge is going to go down there, and my star on here, and arrow over here somehow. So I'll get those in. I'm going to secure this arrow paper clip in place with some glossy accents, just to hold it down. I just want to bend it slightly. There we go. need something to weigh that down just while it sits. That will do it. And then the other embellishments that I want to use, I've got these little wood veneer stars. I've also got these brands by Basic Grey, so I really want to use some of these up because they were originally with these papers. So I'm going to stick to the big blue ones and the green one, and I'm probably use the little ones as well, but I shall come back to those. So I think I'll add a green one down there. I need some green up here, definitely. I like these little chipboard stars too, so let's put one of those up there. And I have these little sequin snowflakes, which I wasn't sure were going to work, but I had them in a set with loads of different colours, all blues and silvers, but some of them are really holographic. These are these solid silver ones, so I think those will work. The holographic ones would have got a bit lost. So I'm not going to put those with my embellishment custers. I think I might just dot those around on other parts of the layout, maybe one here somewhere or on the photo even, yeah, that would be nice. This one down. Okay, I'm going to stick those down and add some little gems to the middle. Here's a hole for those brads. intended for those little wood stars to be dotted around a bit more, but actually I like the idea of having a little cluster there, so I'm going to add those just to there instead of having one down here and one up the top there. So I'm going to put those there. I think I might add another one as well. Now I think I'm going to leave that one there. So I'm happy with similarities to my sketch. I've got my 3 photos. I have some embellishments here next to the title here and down here, although I've moved it over a bit so it's over here, and I've added some extra up here, but other than that it's fairly similar, so I'm happy with that. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.